UN 영어뉴스 레알 마드리드 1, 리버풀 0. Karim Benzema has scored more Champions League goals against Liverpool 7 than against any other team. Liverpool's Champions League hopes ended at the hands of Real Madrid for a third consecutive season as they failed to overcome their first leg Anfield demolition. The Reds, who lost the first leg 5-2, lined up with 4 forwards at the Bernabeu as they looked to add another famous comeback to their favorite European history. But that rarely looked on their cards, and the legendary Real striker Karim Benzema put the tie beyond doubt when he tucked it from Vinicius Jr.'s cutback later on. Jurgen Klopp's side would have lost this game by more, if not for Alisson. The Reds goalkeeper denied Vinicius and Eduardo Camavinga with magnificent first half stops. If Darwin Núñez had taken a chance in the 6th minute, then it could have been a different story. Liverpool players walked off to "You'll Never Walk Alone" on the Bernabeu speakers as they reflected on their biggest ever aggregate Champions League defeat. The Reds were beaten finalists against Real last summer, but now face a battle to even be in the tournament next season, sitting 6 points behind the Champions League places. One downside for Carlo Ancelotti's Real was Benzema hurting himself while scoring and having to be replaced 4 days before their must-win El Clasico with Barcelona. No miracle of Madrid. This was the 92nd time a team have lost by 3 or more goals in the first leg at home in a European Cup tie. All 92 have been eliminated. Data analyst Grace Note gave Liverpool a 3.92% probability of progression, and Jurgen Klopp talked about a 1% chance beforehand. That was the challenge they faced after Madrid put on an exhibition of taking their chances at Anfield. But still, this is Liverpool, and this is the Champions League. In 2005, they came from 3-0 down to beat Ancelotti's Milan in the Champions League final. 3 years ago, they lost 3-0 to Barcelona and won the second leg 4-0, although crucially, that was at home. Liverpool gave it a go. They had to, with forwards Diogo Jota, Núñez, Mohamed Salah, and Cody Gakpo in their lineup. Had Núñez scored after 6 minutes instead of shooting at Thibaut Courtois, who knows what might have happened. The Uruguayan forced another 2 saves from the goalkeeper, most notably with a fine curling effort after cutting it from the left wing. But really they were lucky to only lose this leg 1-0. There was no gong-ho, heavy metal, blockbuster attempt to go and win it. They did not even have a shot between James Miller's blocked effort in their 37th minute and Harvey Elliott's attempt on target after 82 minutes. It could have got slightly worse in injury time when referee Felix Jueyer went to the monitor to see if Konstantinos Tsimikas had handled the ball, but the decision was no penalty to Real. So just like in last year's final in Paris and the previous season's quarter-final, there were Liverpool's conquerors. The Reds will undoubtedly finish this season trophyless, and it will be a huge blow to their future plans if they cannot overtake Newcastle and Tottenham to finish fourth in the Premier League come the end of the season. Champions League kings march on. Ancelotti said beforehand that psychologically it's tougher for us than Liverpool because the Reds knew they had to go all out from the first minute. But it was Real who had the bulk of the chances. They had 70 shots here compared to the 9 efforts that yielded 5 goals on Merseyside. Alisson somehow saved Vinicius' cross-range volley with an outstretched arm. Then he tipped Camavinga's deflected, looping long-range strike on to the crossbar. Luka Modric drilled a shot just over from outside the box. After the break, Alisson denied Federico Valverde and Benzema in quick succession. Valverde was unmarked when he headed another chance over. Eventually, the pressure told when Benzema slotted in from Vinicius' ball as they got in behind the Reds' defense. That was his 7th Champions League goal against the Reds, a record for any player. Ancelotti and Real will hope the problem that saw him go off is not too bad. On Sunday, they go to the Nou Camp, needing a win to keep their La Liga title hopes alive, as they trail leaders Barcelona by 9 points. But for now, the 14-time European champions can deservedly celebrate reaching a 90th Champions League quarter-final.